Hi Sagittarius, this is your horoscope for August 2017. Thank you for joining me. On the 2nd of August, Uranus, the planet of rebellion and energy and eccentricity, goes retrograde. So a lot of you Sagittarians have made progress in your love life, in your romantic life over the last couple of months. And some of you have experienced major chaos and things being all over the place when it comes to your love life, and even things with family and children. Some of you will have made great progress, and some of you will have really struggled. Uranus is unpredictable and it's chaotic, and it gives energy, and some people can use it and other people are thrown off by it. Okay, so if you're one of the people who really thrived in that area, now that Uranus goes retrograde, things will kind of plateau out and calm down a little bit. And if things have been chaotic for you, Uranus going retrograde is really, really positive, because the chaos rests a little bit, especially in your love life. So if you're someone who's actively dating and trying to find a partner and things, and it's been a disaster, then Uranus may have contributed to that. And Uranus going retrograde is positive for people who are dating, who are looking to find a partner, because it's less chaotic and it's more predictable. On the 7th of August, we have a partial lunar eclipse, which is also a full moon in Aquarius. Now, I have made a video on this separately because they're quite complicated and I go into extra detail about them. I'll also make a video on the new moon at the end of the month, so check out that video if you're interested. But for you guys, Sagittarians, the full moon eclipse happens in your 3rd house of communication, and the moon is at 11 degrees in Aquarius. So that is amazing. So the moon in Aquarius is very humanitarian, and the 3rd house is about communication. So you will find it very easy to communicate ideas which are for the greater good, and you're going to become very interested in learning things that will help you to be of service, and actually then being of service. Not only that, the moon is at 11 degrees, and 11 is the master number of service. 11 is Aquarius, it's the same thing. So it's like a full moon in Aquarius squared, which is also a solar eclipse, i.e. it's interrupted, so it doesn't just last for the one day, it lasts for about 6 months. So you're going to feel much more interested in communicating about things that will serve others. And because this eclipse is happening on the south node of the moon, you're also able to release things that do not work. So you're going to be able to help other people, but you're going to learn what works and what doesn't. So if you're helping people through art therapy, then you will know what the students really get out of certain activities and what they don't enjoy so much. You will learn about how to be of service. If you're volunteering or helping or doing charitable work, you're going to be so supported in that, because you're streamlining your work, you're making it become more and more effective by letting go of the things that do not work and increasing the things that do work. And this is a 6-month process now that you're going through, so if you thank anybody for good things, then say thank you for this one, because it's really going to be very good for you. On the 9th of August until the 20th of August, we've got an opposition, so 2 planets being opposite each other, 180 degrees apart from each other, so exactly across. And it's Venus and Pluto who are doing the opposing. Venus is in Cancer in your 8th house, and Pluto is in Capricorn in your 2nd house. Venus is the planet of love and beauty. In Cancer, she's overly emotional. She's so nurturing, but she's a little bit OTT. And you're not really focusing on the working side of things. You've lost focus a little bit with this opposition, or you will lose focus a little bit by getting too involved in the personal side of things and not concentrating enough on the actual work. You're overly emotional. So be aware that from the 9th to the 20th, you really have to focus on what you're actually doing work-wise. You're there to, you're there, if you're in a job, you're getting paid to do a job, not to, for instance, sit around the canteen all day and gossip about your friends. If that, because Venus in Cancer will want to, will urge you to help your colleagues and to speak to colleagues and to take on other people's problems as your own and to fix problems for other people. And if you do that, then you're going to create problems for yourself in your own working life. So during this 11-day period, you've really got to be very disciplined, and you've got to say, it's not my job to help everyone else fix their problems. I've got to deal with me first, especially during these 11 days. On the 12th of August until the 5th of September, Mercury, the communication planet, goes into retrograde. And Mercury is in Virgo, so it's in a sign that it rules. So it's a retrograde that's going to pack a punch. It rules that sign, so it going backwards means that your ability to take in information at work and your ability to really make sense of things and make meaning from the information that you get is very likely, or is going to be more likely to contain errors or to not be 100% accurate and correct. So on the one hand, you've got Venus distracting you and saying, I don't really want to look at the work, I want to just hang out with my friends. And then you've also got Mercury in your 10th house of career, making you not very good at your job because you're making mistakes and you're not reading things carefully and you're skipping over them and your brain just isn't on the work. So unfortunately, Sagittarius, this period from the 9th of August until really the 5th of September, when Mercury goes retrograde, I really don't think that your biggest gift in life is going to be your working situation. What I think you should focus on is your friendships and your relationships, because you've got Jupiter in Libra in your 11th, that's a good luck planet. So friendships are going to really thrive and do well. And you've got Uranus in your 5th. So as I said earlier, that can go either way. It can either be really great romantically or chaotic. But if you have the luxury of taking some time off, I would use that, because you are not going to particularly enjoy work that much this month, and it's not where the astrology is supporting you really. Where you're being supported is realizing your personal hopes and dreams when it comes to other people. So obviously if you have to go to work, some people don't have a choice, you have to go to work regardless of the astrology, then go to work and make sure you dot the I's and you cross the T's and you make sure that you make a minimum of errors. If you're aware of it, then at least you can do something about it, right? You're aware that Mercury isn't on your side, so you know that you need to take extra care. Finished. So that's Mercury. Then on the 21st of August, we have a total solar eclipse, which is also a new moon in Leo. And that happens in your 9th house. So this is really, really wonderful for you, because you are the 9th house. Traditionally, in the traditional chart, you Sagittarius are the 9th house. You're the adventurers, you're the travelers, you're the explorers. And now you've got the sun, the moon, your north node, Mars, the man, the male, what I want, what I'm going to do, and you're transiting midheaven, which is your work. You have all of those in a fellow fire sign. You're a fire sign, Leo is a fire sign, and they're all in your 9th house, which is your home. That's where you live. So you've got all this amazing, wonderful, fiery energy coming into you, building you up, giving you a sense of optimism, giving you a sense that the future is bright and open, and there's an infinite amount of possibilities, and you suddenly open your eyes and everything becomes fresh and new and interesting again, and you totally make a shift from what's been going on so far this month, where work was like, and you've been with your friends and sorting all of that out. Now, on the 21st of August, you really get a, boost here. And it's like, I can do anything I want. I'm free to choose the work I want. I can live where I want. I can do what I want. That's the energy that's there. Obviously, the astrology is only one of the influences that we have in life, okay? So if you're a Sagittarius, but you are 25 years old and you have 4 children under 10, then you're not going to be able to go traveling around the world. So it's an energy that's there. Find a way to use it. If you are that mother with 4 children, then take the kids to a theme park, or to do something fun. Step out of your comfort zone. Do what you do best, which is to go on an adventure, to explore. You're going to feel absolutely yourself. And even better, this is an eclipse. So the full moon, I just spat on my computer screen. The eclipse is interrupting this new moon, which means that the energy gets stuck for 6 months. So you're going to feel this huge sense of optimism and adventure and fire and passion for the next 6 months. You're really going to have a great time, and it's a wonderful time for you to travel, to broaden your horizons, to explore, to do all the things that you love. You've got the energy, the fire, the fuel behind you to be able to do all of this. And that gets even stronger at the end of the month, if it can get any stronger, because Venus, which has been in Cancer and has caused you problems in your working life, now also moves into Leo in the 9th, and it sets you up for here the final week of August, really being something there where you're having fun and you're experiencing things and you're stepping outside of your comfort zone. And going into September, you're really going to have a lot of fun and joyous occasions which come from you, because you're going to organize them, and you're going to throw the parties and take the kids and go see this and sightsee over there. You take charge of it, and that's why it happens, and that's why it's so good for everybody. So in August, having a Sagittarius around is going to be really useful, because you guys are going to be fun. The only problem is that if you're someone who really has to work very hard this month, just give yourself a break and allow yourself to spend time with friends as well, because you're not being 100% supported in your work through the astrology, and it's not fair on you to just struggle on and work when this month is really supposed to be much more about you broadening your horizons and enjoying yourself. You know, life demands things of us. We can't always be on holiday, so I understand that, but this is a month, Sagittarius, for you where, I don't want to use the word should, but it's a month where play and freedom and travel and enjoyment is really something that is most fulfilling, and work and responsibilities and things like that are really not so much up your alley. So that's what I get for you in August. I hope it gives you an idea of what you'll be working with. If you would like a private reading with me, please visit the website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the readings tab to order your reading. And what I do is I draw up your birth chart by using your place of birth, date of birth, and time of birth. If you don't have the time of birth, I can use sunrise, or I can rectify your chart. And then I analyze the chart, but I can also put these transits around the chart to see what's coming up for you in future and how these transits are affecting you specifically. So if you'd like to do that, visit the website. Please remember to subscribe to the channel, and I'll speak to you next month.